Hey there, it's Tina Paulus, your functional health coach. Today, if you are struggling with mold illness, you may also have parasites that need to be flushed out. That's because in a water damaged building, the mold turns active trying to clean up by getting rid of that water damaged building. So the mold brings other pathogens alongside to help clean it up. And then you become exposed to all kinds of activated pathogens. So, three parasites that you can be exposed to in a water damaged building are: one is Giardia. Giardia is a microscopic parasite that gives you diarrhea. Giardia can be found on surfaces in your home, in your soil, in running water like streams, on your food, or in your water that has been contaminated with poop from infected humans or animals. Even more challenging, Giardia has a protective outer shell that allows it to survive outside the host body for long periods of time. This shell can also protect it from your attempts to get rid of it using chlorine bleach. In addition to diarrhea, Giardia infection can cause a variety of other intestinal symptoms such as gas, greasy stool that can float, stomach or abdominal cramps, upset stomach or nausea, and dehydration. The second one is Cryptosporidium. Similar to Giardia, Cryptosporidium is a shelled microscopic parasite that causes diarrheal disease and can infect animals and humans. It can survive chlorine bleach and long periods of time outside of a host. Both the parasite and the disease are commonly known as crypto. Cryptosporidium most often spreads through the water and is the leading cause of waterborne disease among humans in the United States. After Cryptosporidia enter your body, they travel to your small intestine and burrow into your intestinal walls. Later, you excrete the Cryptosporidia when you poop. It can take between 3 and 12 days after contact with Cryptosporidium before you develop symptoms, and some infected people remain symptom-free, but they can still pass the infection to others. Usually, infection occurs within your bowels, resulting in a week or two of diarrhea that eventually goes away. However, if your immune system is already compromised, as with mold illness, Cryptosporidiosis left unaddressed could be a life-threatening situation. So be especially careful about the water you drink in public places. Symptoms of Symptoms include diarrhea, stomach cramps or pain, dehydration, nausea, vomiting, fever, and weight loss. Number 3 is Cyclospora. You can become infected with Cyclospora by consuming food or water contaminated with parasites. While in many countries, Cyclosporasis is most commonly found in tropical and subtropical regions. However, water-damaged buildings often mimic a tropical climate. In the United States, foodborne outbreaks of cyclosporasis has been linked to various types of imported fresh produce, including raspberries, snow peas, young green salads, cilantro, and basil. So far, frozen and canned foods seem to be free from Cyclospora. Symptoms of cyclosporasis may include the following. Diarrhea is the most common, loss of appetite, weight loss, cramping, bloating, increased gas, nausea, and fatigue. General parasite symptoms and health implications. My tongue's not working today. Digestive complaints like bloating, constipation, diarrhea, IBS or irritable bowel syndrome, Skin conditions like rashes, hives, psoriasis, eczema, itching, sleep disturbance, mood problems like brain fog, anxiety, depression, muscle and joint pain, anemia and nutrient deficiencies, feeling hungry all the time, food sensitivities and allergies, and lowered immune system, like getting sick all the time. As you can see, these also include symptoms that you get from mold illness alone. If you find that you're not healing from mold illness, this may be one reason why. This is why I will usually recommend a GI map or or this other test that I do. Can't think of it at the moment. For my clients at some point in their healing journey. When you are healing from mold illness, the first step is to make sure your drainage system is working properly. That is eliminating mycotoxins through your bowel movements. But a secondary benefit to your healthy elimination is that it gets rid of other unwanted mold buddies, such as these parasites too. You can get rid of parasites through natural methods, but it takes time and work. Ideally, you avoid getting parasites by making sure that you are eliminating them and not getting them or not letting them take up residence inside your body. Like mold mycotoxins and other pathogens, it's not uncommon to be exposed to parasites, but reduce your risk for a parasitic infection by wearing gloves when handling food such as raspberries, snow peas, young salad greens, cilantro, or basil. Adequately cleaning these foods before you consume them, and wash your hands after handling them if you are not wearing gloves. Taking parasite-killing herbs and or essential oils, and using herbs that get your bowels moving so the parasites don't have as much chance to take up residence, and using a biofilm eliminator. Now that you understand that mold mycotoxins often invite these 3 parasites along for the ride, you can take precautions listed here to prevent them. If you show symptoms of these parasites and are struggling to overcome your mold illness, consider taking the GI map test to get clearer direction for your own healing journey. And ask me about my mold illness recovery roadmap to make your journey easier. And you can click on the link in the description of this video if you want to set up a free breakthrough call to see if we can work together to get you well. Thanks, and I will see you next time. Bye.